And then the stuff that is quote unquote harder is actually working better, like getting out in the community, passing out like sweat equity, getting door to door, getting belly to belly, having conversations, calling, talking to your sphere, getting out in neighborhoods and meeting new people. This is what I would call the harder stuff that most people don't like to do, which is doing better right now because less people want to do it.
Right.
Where the other side, we've seen like pay-per-click leads is a big one in real estate, and we do a lot of it. A lot of our agents and teams, rely on it. It's getting harder and harder. There's more and more competition. There's less results there. There's less people searching. You've got Homes.com single-handedly raising the price of pay-per-click in all of these markets. That used to be something that was quote unquote easier, that has now gotten very expensive and is not driving the kind of results it did once upon a time. And then the quote unquote harder stuff, the stuff that requires your time, your effort, that requires you to change your personal habits, is where we are seeing the agents find the most success. And again, that is this whole concept. I talk about this a lot. For those of you who are newer, when we are in a boom, we should be preparing for the next bust. A lot of people didn't do that in 20 and 21 and early 22. They expected the boom to continue forever and made business decisions accordingly, and now they are suffering for it. I spent the entire boom preparing for the bust and getting ready to launch a brand new company at the bottom of that quote unquote bust. And when I say bust, this is not a bust like 2008. This is not home prices busting, obviously, but number of transactions is down so dramatically. I mean, we're going to have one of the worst years for existing home sales in a very, very long time this year. I mean, this is a bust as far as unit counts. And now that we're in the bust, we have to be preparing for the next boom, because it will come. Because every homeowner who is not buying or selling right now is getting more and more stuck in whatever would normally have motivated them to buy or sell. And when we see rates come down a little bit, when we see inventory go up a little bit, whatever's going to shift, you are going to see a massive acceleration in activity, and that will create another boom. It's a cyclical business. We ride the cycles. We rode the boom. We rode the bust. We'll ride the next boom. And you've got to be doing the activities today to prepare yourself for that next boom, because it is coming. We don't know when, but it is absolutely coming. And the activities you do today, the harder activities, the ones no one likes to do, the ones we don't want to talk about, the ones we think maybe I'm too successful to do that anymore, or hey, I don't have to door knock anymore. I'm too cool for that. I'm too good for that. I've moved on beyond that. Whatever it is, and we all have these things, right? Whatever it is in your world, I know I have them in mine. Like, I'm not cold calling anymore. I'm Robert Palmer. I'm the CEO of all these companies. I'm not going to cold call. Look, in a bust, I will pick up the phone and cold call.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think that's an important mindset shift, to say, you know what, I'm going to do the hard things. I'm going to do the icky things that I feel like, the things that I worked so hard to outgrow and told myself I would never have to do again. Those are the things I want you doing right now. And again, that's the hard stuff, because we all worked really hard to grow out of whatever it was. Once upon a time, that was me and Jill stuffing envelopes and mailers, till midnight every night to get direct mail out, making cold calls, door knocking, getting out of the community, whatever it is.